The following trailer is rated H for honest.
You've seen the classic horror movies. You've avoided the terrible NES game because everyone on the internet told you to. You've brutally X-ray murdered people in DLC mode. You've developed an instinctual fear of hockey masks. Now discover the Jason Voorhees story the way it was meant to be experienced. A kickstarted multiplayer game about rummaging through drawers looking for your keys. Friday the 13th. Skip past the 20 minutes of plot that horror movies feel like they have to put at the beginning and dive straight into Friday's teen-slaughtering action as you take on the role of Jason, or one of the hapless counselors that are his prey, while they scurry frantically across the campground trying to hide or escape, until they're savagely murdered one by one in comically over-the-top ways by the least happy camper in film history. But don't worry, by ancient horror movie logic, they probably did something to deserve it, like smoking marijuana cigarettes or doing the sex. Don the iconic mask of Jason Voorhees and experience his awesome and mostly inexplicable magic powers as you teleport around the camp at will like Nightcrawler, zoom up to unexpected campers at lightning speed, then just murder the ever-living shit out of them. Good lord. And generally bask in the feeling of everyone else in the game being terrified of you. No! Then realize that you only get to play as Jason about 12% of the time, and you'll spend the other 78 as some douche named Biff or something, scurrying around abandoned buildings looking for knickknacks, setting up traps, and hiding under beds. Until whoever was lucky enough to get the fun character shows up to beat your ass while you feebly try to escape. At least there's proximity voice chat, so you can call him a racial slur before you get sent to spectator mode. Hooray for online! Plan your desperate escape from Camp Snuff as you stagger around at the speed of a snail because of the painful stamina system, and scramble to find gas and batteries for vehicles that have neither of those things for some reason. Then get abandoned or run over by your teammates as they leave without you. Call the police and get your head punched off while you wait for them to come. Although, to be honest, Jason would probably just murder the cops too. Or play as lame as possible and just find corners to hide in until the time runs out. In a gameplay experience that basically boils down to dressed-up hide-and-seek for adults. Discover the joys of playing a kickstarted online game as you deal with unstable servers, a butt-ton of bugs and glitches, and a rabid fanbase that will murder you in real life if you talk too much shit, because they already paid $300 for this thing before it even existed. Then struggle through all of that to get the gleaming nugget of fan service in the center, as Friday the 13th delivers a steady drip of references, moments, tropes, and skins that will keep you too drenched in nostalgia to figure out that this game is pretty much just Dead by Daylight with one killer. So fight your way onto those bloated servers and get to the killing while the killing's good, because quirky online games have about as much chance to stay alive nowadays as a plump, juicy counselor in a room full of Jasons. Starring, most likely to die at a My Chemical Romance show, best Jack Black impersonations, Mr. Definitely Getting Murdered First, most likely to get a bailout, future Yu-Gi-Oh! World Champion, most likely to survive just to come back in the sequels, best collection of flannels, most likely to be on Teen Mom, most likely to have gone to Kumon, most likely to be in the WNBA, deepest cut, and best mama's boy, Dead by Friday. I mean, campgrounds are great and everything, but I want something a little more exciting. Call me when there's a Jason X map so I can murder space teens. Is there a series that you have desperately been requesting and never got to see? Do you think your series is superior? Well, here's your chance to prove it in our first ever Honest Games Trailers Gauntlet. In the month of June, fans will get to vote from 24 of the most requested Honest Trailer games, and each week, we'll pit 6 games against each other, pick a winner, and make an honest trailer about it. Then in July, we'll put the final 4 in a month-long poll and truly see which series comes up on top. To cast your vote, look up the hashtag HGTVote on Twitter and Facebook. Good luck, and let's hope your game can survive the gauntlet. The sun is a deadly laser. Death is like a wind, always by my side. You will never survive the wrath of my diamond bullet. You need a quick lobotomy? I know a guy. This is my happy voice.